How's everyone doing? Welcome to another weekend. Well, it's Monday, Labor Day. Weekend was a little different. We picked up everything for my charger. I came back here and found some stuff on the ground and it was pretty oxidized and rusted out, so I got a little mad. Went crazy the last 2 days just cleaning up the shop. It's kind of some of the stuff we saw. It's brand new. Or it was brand new. So we've got this all picked up. All the stuff for the chargers now on that table, on my little stands that totally forgot I even owned those. Couldn't believe the amount of boxes. I have a long bed truck, 6-foot bed, and it's completely stacked up and had to ratchet them down just to compress them. The amount of boxes used to be the entirety of my AMD collection. They were in here, he was about half full. They were all empty, so we threw them away. Other than that, we picked up the Ford as well. Swept the floor and all that. But we put all the parts for the Ford back on the Ford. Alright, we're cutting back in. The good news is, in between all that, while waiting for some other stuff, the Duster was put back together and wired. So just like the engine run stand is how it's wired right now, it's not wired to the dash or to all the rest of the wires in the car. But we've got our distributor wired. The 4 blocks for our box. We got a key loosely mounted to the fender. Nice enough to write on it. Battery in. I did just crank it. It cranks. Need to take the battery out of my truck. Don't have a battery laying around. That one's garbage. Wouldn't hold the charge. Wouldn't do anything. Don't buy Autocraft Gold. EC Delco's still running strong, but we're gonna hook up the fuel, maybe, I don't know, strap it to there. I don't know how it's gonna work, metal can on the windshield, but we're gonna hook up the fuel and we're gonna air up the tires, put the steering column back in for a few minutes. Let's see if we can drive the car. Really, I've been putting off driving it, but now other people need the lift, so we have to get the car off and out of the area. And another big reason for cleaning is I opened up about 2 more parking spots in the back of the shop. So the good news is we now have more parking. It's inside the building. So the forklift, the Bobcat, stuff like that doesn't have to sit outside for the winter while vehicles sit inside or get all of it in and then it's super cramped. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hook up the fuel tank, put the tires back on, and gonna go from there. Looks like my little fix for my seal didn't work, so still leaking. Gonna have to figure that one out. I pushed the seal back into the lip and put a gasket on or gasket maker like they said. We're gonna have to fix that again. It's leaking, who cares? We'll get it back up in the air and fix it again. But for now, let's drive the car a little bit. Don't have a seat, but I got a bucket. So let's hook all this up and let's get going. It's gonna be a real short one this week. Don't have a lot of time, but if anything, we'll end it on a good note of a 8-minute video of me driving the Duster for a little bit. First time since, I don't remember the plate, but first time in a long time, at least 20 plus years. So let's get to it. Hi, little update. So we are bleeding the brakes. One person without a pump. What we're doing, let me set you up here so you can see. So what I've got is a bungee cord rigged to the pedal. And all we're doing is cycling it. Now we've got, that one's working. And all we're doing is going back and forth bleeding them. Not the funnest stuff. And then to fill it, we're climbing up the ladder. Brake fluid's up there and filling it. So we'll be back when we got this bled because it's kind of a bit of a shit show. So let's keep going. I'm just gonna get it done and then we'll come back from there. Okay. Hi, we're back. Once again, we have the brakes are bled. kind of want to show you what I was doing on the pedal. Just wrapped around it. You can see it. A little sideways, can't really get you in there. Got the tripod again being held. Battery from my truck. Probably will check the brakes one more time. Oh, I got a pink paper towel or something. But we're gonna stick the steering column in now. We greased the front end. We put the fill neck back in the tank. We put the sending unit in, just so we don't get dust in it. Put caps on the breather and all that, so the tank will be fine. It's hanging back there. We're gonna use the bolt one for now. Rig it up somewhere in the front with a ratchet strap or a bungee cord. But we're gonna take the car for a drive. So first off, we're gonna just start it on the stand, see how it does, or on the lift. And then we're gonna back it out, see if the tranny works. Don't know if it does. I know this is the 4-speed off the 77 Volair Slant 6, which is the one in the car. So if it doesn't work, we have another 3-speed, and then I believe, well, I've got a pallet of 3-speeds, mostly Fords, but I know I got at least 6 or 7 Dodges. But I know they have been getting rained on because that's where the roof leaks. So we'll have to see how that one goes. They're stacked up. It would take a pain to get them out. I'd have to move a forklift that hasn't ran in a couple of years, but we can see if we can get them out if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, it's going to be a bit of a pain because I've already taken the linkage apart for the 3-speed that came with it. So it'll be a huge pain, but let's get the steering column in. Let's get this going. See what we do. Hi, little update. We're back again. Fuel lines hooked up. Went over and checked everything I could, or that I thought of. I think we're gonna try to start it. See how it does. So let's go for it. The only thing we don't really have going for us is we didn't put the header back on. Probably should. Got no spark. X-ray on that, we're gonna check it out. Alright, we figured that out. It ended up being one of the wires from the distributor. They're a little tight in there. You can see them, it's the white, the black. Had come off the box. I thought it would be the box needed to be ground again. On the stand I had to ground it, so I just grounded it here. What we did now is wired up our radiator. A lot of this is a highly do not recommend if you know what you're doing, but we're gonna do it anyway. So got a bigger than needed wire running from the main on the alternator to here, so we're gonna get a full charge no matter what. This is a battery I don't want to ruin either, so we're just gonna do our best. Got some wood for a seat. We're gonna get a multimeter and come back, okay? Alright, we're gonna start the car. This is gonna be loud. we're getting charged. Now we're just gonna make sure not gonna hit anything. Nothing's gonna melt. Just like bicycle garage, we're just gonna throw that in there. Love his videos. Love that he was from Minnesota. I'm not 100% sure where we are. I've tried to record this a few times and I don't know what's wrong, but the camera just doesn't want to cooperate. We're gonna go drive the Duster. Obviously, it's outside of the lift area because we drove it, but the camera, I don't know, I thought I hit record. I really did think it was recording, but then when I turned it off, for some reason the video was nowhere to be found. We're not gonna go as hard as we did in that video because we threw ourselves into the passenger door. Got real close, I think, to breaking the glass because we kind of dented it in a little. So we're gonna drive it. I know we're probably gonna try to get it into fourth gear, so I'm gonna have to take it on the streets. So we're gonna do it back behind the shop. So we will throw you in there, but for now we're gonna back it out. We're gonna drive it in the yard. We're gonna show a little clip of that, and then we're gonna put you in the car with me in a different mount. So let's get to it. Let's drive the car and let's go. But we're back. That was fun. It's gonna be the end of this weekend. A lot done on the car. Still got a lot to do. Mid throttle, it just lays over on itself. Got a hiccup, so gotta figure out what's going on with that. It ran fine on the stand, so I'm not 100% with what's going on right now. So gonna have to mess with it. I know. Probably just something. Everything ignition is brand new, and we are hot wiring it, so it shouldn't have a problem running. So we'll figure it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I definitely had fun driving the car, even though I might have been sitting on some wood blocks that just would not help me out here. So hey, tune in for the next one. Hopefully we'll have some more fun and be driving it off with the dash and everything in it. And then we'll go with the seat, and we should be good for the car. So stay tuned.